my fellow historian. Hello, and welcome to our class together. I am so glad that you're here. I want to begin by congratulating you on the choices that you've made to go to college, take classes, and pursue graduation or career advancement. I know for sure that the risks you took to be here today will pay off in ways that you may never see. By stepping into the uncertainty of new experiences and higher education, you are continuing on your own journey, but you are also contributing to the future of others. Your exposure to college means that your family members, children, and even your future descendants are already more likely to get an education down the road. You are more likely to earn a better paycheck, shape your neighborhood, and lead a healthier lifestyle than you were before you came to South Mountain. We know for sure that people who go to college are more likely to vote, volunteer, and earn higher wages than those who do not. These actions shape the future. Whatever goals you have this semester, to graduate, to get a better job, to end a destructive relationship, I can guarantee that they will be accomplished through hard work, sacrifice, bravery, and even failure. But without failure, there is no learning. There is no innovation. My vision for the semester is simple. I hope that you learn more about yourself than you expected to. I hope that you come to understand and appreciate others more than you already do. I hope that you learn about the significance of Arizona, South Phoenix, and South Mountain in ways that challenge and inspire you. I hope that you let the knowledge you gain in this class and in others become a part of who you are. I hope that years from now, when you've forgotten my name, you've forgotten the class, you still remember that the people of South Phoenix, just like people everywhere, are part of an interconnected story that has shaped and continues to shape our world. That's my vision. Maybe not so simple after all. What's yours? How do we achieve this? It starts with each of us, including me, being willing to be vulnerable and respectful every single time we see each other or interact. I pledge to value your time, your struggles, and your challenges. I will also celebrate your victories wholeheartedly. I hope you do the same for each other. I challenge you to have those awkward conversations when someone isn't doing their part. Hold each other accountable. However, this is a shame-resilient space, meaning we will not ignore, discount, or silence the thoughts of others. Without risk and vulnerability, there is no learning. Silencing someone else's risk is shaming. Let's not do that to each other. As I was thinking about this letter and what I wanted to say to you, a few important words kept coming to mind. I use these words a lot, so I thought maybe it would help if you could see what I meant by them. The first is trauma. There's this national conversation happening right now around trauma. We know for sure that trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. It can be a recent physical injury that you've sustained or abuse you suffered a long time ago as a child. It can also be historical, systemic, and societal. Racism, sexism, hatred, these are all versions of trauma. And trauma closes us off from learning. It keeps us from feeling like we can be vulnerable and brave. And so our mind chemically cannot learn. It also keeps us from loving and from solving problems. By being here today, you've resolved to move past whatever barriers were already in your way, financial, societal, or other. And by learning about our history as a class, we can work together to hit historical trauma in the teeth. The root for courage, oh, that's my next word, courage. The root for courage is cur, Latin meaning heart. In its earliest form, courage meant, quote, to speak one's mind by telling all one's heart. This is a discussion-based class. You're expected to speak or interact regularly. These days, we associate courage with heroism, heroic acts that we do for each other. But there's something about speaking your mind, using your heart, that is one of the most courageous things you can do. Do you believe that speaking with your whole heart is courageous? Belonging. I want you right now to shake off any fears you have about being a student or being a historian. when you have a terrible day, when self-doubt creeps in, as it always does, I want you to know this. I really do. You belong here. You belong with me. You belong in this class. You belong in this room. If it's a physical space, if it's an online space, you belong there. You've bought your ticket. You already exist. We are happy to know you. So what does this have to do with history? A lot, actually. It's been said that when we deny the story, it defines us. But when we own the story, we can write a brave new ending. History is the study of people. As historians, we're going to be studying people, human behavior on a massive scale. We are uncovering and reclaiming historical trauma. And at the same time, you're a person living your own story. And as members of society, we are human beings living in a history that is being written. So I welcome you to this challenge. I welcome you to the challenge of studying history. It can be frustrating, confusing, and oftentimes over your head. At least I know it can be for me. But I promise you, if you make a concerted effort on each assignment, if you try to read and understand all of the chapters, and when you come to the table with your own awesome, personal, and sometimes wacky opinions, if you're speaking your mind using your heart and the resources that we've shared as a class, the risk will pay off. And come finals week, you will know more then than you know now. Will you take this risk with me? I'm signing this letter your champion, not meaning that I'm the champion of anything, but like the best of anything. But the word champion also comes from the Latin compio, meaning fighter and biggest supporter. I welcome you to the study of history. I look forward to learning with you. Click below to see what your first assignment is for this class with regard to this letter.